Hello and welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today is my weekly WIP and Chat, and if you are not familiar with what a WIP and Chat is, that is a work in progress. I am going to be working on Cozy Morning Coffee, and this is the Premier Collection by Lynn. She is selling 4 diamond paintings from her Premier Collection on her website, and I will put the information below in case you are interested. This one is a 60 by 81 centimeter, and it is a square. I know that she said that she is looking into making this one also into round. I don't think that has been done yet, but I love this one. I love the colors. Haven't gotten very far on it, but really just have not had the time. And I've been working on other diamond paintings as well. So hopefully I'll have some time this month to get quite a bit done on this one. So stay tuned whenever I do have my month in review, and I will share with you all of my WIPs. And then if I happen to finish anything, I will share that as a separate video. I don't see me getting this one actually completed by then, but who knows, I might be able to. But welcome if you are new. I am so glad that you found my channel. And if you are not new, welcome back. I really do appreciate all of your support. I'm going to be working on a section that has a lot of pink. So I hope those of you that do not like pink, that you are okay with that. But feel free to work on anything that you want to work on, whether it's a diamond painting or whether it's cross stitch or making cards or just treating this like you would a podcast. That works as well. My light pad is showing a really bad glare at the top. I'm hoping that I can edit some of that out, but it's a really gloomy day today, and so I thought I better use my light pad so I can see better. And it is just putting a lot of glare onto the actual canvas. Not where I'm working, but on the canvas itself, on the left side. I normally work from left to right. That way I am not getting my hands all in the glue, but in this case, I'm having to just put a cover sheet, release paper over so my hand isn't hitting. And I could be multi-placing these. I'm just in the mood today to single place for some crazy reason. It's also easier for me to single place whenever I am filming because of the way that I'm having to film. It's at a weird angle, especially right now where I am on this particular canvas. But how is everybody doing? Let me know how your May went, and if you completed anything. What are you working on for June? Are you going to be participating in any events? I am unofficially participating in Summer with the Masters. Haven't started on that canvas yet, which is going to be the Last Supper. I'm not really in the mood to work on that one for some reason, but it's the one that I have had kitted up for probably a couple of years now, and so it's time to at least get started on it, especially since it's already kitted up. I don't want to kit something else up and then it just sits there longer. So that's something that I'm going to be working on during this week as well. And I might work on that on next week's WIP and Chat. And that's really the only one that I'm working on for June for an event. Everything else is just something that I'm doing. I'm also unofficially participating in the DP Along that's hosted by Daphne at Diamond Painting Anonymous. I will put her information below. I'm sure you are all familiar with her, But if you are not, I'll definitely put her information below so that you can take part if you want to. And it is DP for pets, but because of all the issues with the tariffs and everything, and she has also recently moved, then she's decided that she's not going to be able to give away any prizes for this one. And, you know, that's fine with me because I don't usually try for any prizes or anything. I like to just do it as part of the community. And so that one I actually finished. And I might try to get another small one in. I've got plenty of cat photos, or I have plenty of cat canvases that I can do. So that will be fun if I have something that's small. I don't want to do anything very large, but I might go ahead and try to do something smaller since I did finish that one. I finished up Picasso, and that's from Diamond Art Studio UK. That's the one that I won the $50 on. I haven't even used that $50 yet. Kind of waiting until they come out with their Advent for this year. And then when they come out with Advent, then I will more than likely use my $50 then. I did reach out to the owners at Diamond Art Studio UK and ask them if it had an expiration date. It does not. So they even said you might want to hold off, especially if you like spooky or you like Halloween type of canvases. So I can use it for anything. So I'm going to just hold on to that. I have flagged it, made sure I didn't delete it because that has my code on there. That's the only times I really have put in for a prize. And I wasn't going to until the last minute I did. And I'm so glad I did because I won. And I love their diamond paintings. So I'll definitely take part in their event again this year in November, I believe. I've been really good because I haven't bought anything. Did you buy anything during the Diamond Art Club's anniversary sale? I looked because 25% for Diamond Art Club is really good, but I ended up not buying anything. I looked at my wish list and I thought, well, okay, I'll get something from my wish list because I hadn't bought anything from Diamond Art Club in a while. And everything that I wanted that was on my wish list, it was still out of stock. So I have asked for notifications, and the ones that I want have been out of stock for a long time. So I'm hoping that they'll come in. But of course now there's not, the discount's over. So because of that, I may end up waiting. But I didn't buy anything, but I've heard that a lot of people did. A lot of people that I know took advantage of the discount. And, you know, some bought some of the new ones and some had some of the ones on their wish list. And I couldn't believe, I thought 25%, that is really good. Usually don't see that with Diamond Art Club until usually Black Friday or even, you know, Cyber Monday. You'll see maybe 20% on that one. But nope, didn't see anything, which was good because I'm not on a no buy. I am on a low buy. And really trying hard, unless something comes up that I just absolutely have to have, I am trying not to buy anything. Although I do have an unboxing coming up for you guys. I'm hoping that I get to it this week. I have bought that a couple of months ago, and I hadn't bought anything from that company in a long time either. I was distracted by diamonds, and I saw something that I really liked, and so I did go ahead, and it was on sale when I bought it, so went ahead and did get that. But for the most part, I am trying not to buy anything. I've got to get my stash at a reasonable level. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what a reasonable level, reasonable amount would be for me. But right now I have way too many in my stash, and it's almost to the point of when I want to do another diamond painting, it's like, okay, which one do I want to do? Do I want to do an older diamond painting? Do I want to do a current? I have several older ones that are in my stash that I really need to work on. I've been putting them off because I know the quality is still going to be good. It's just going to be different because it's older. And that's okay. I can manage. I need to get my straightener and make sure all of these are straight. It's really weird. You have all of these same colors, and then all of a sudden you've got another color right in the middle, which is kind of weird, but let's see what happened in my personal life. I want to thank all of you guys that did watch and commented on my blog that I did from Dallas, Texas when I was out for work event. You guys were so sweet. There wasn't any comments at all. I mean, no negative comments whatsoever. I almost deleted it, to be honest. If you haven't seen it, I will go ahead and put it up in the top of the eye, and then also underneath the description. And if I say I'm going to put something under description and you don't see it, look on the top of the eye, which is on the right side of the screen. That one is so much easier to do than to put it underneath the description for me. But I always put it underneath the eye. But if you can't find it, feel free to send me a message or just put underneath the comments that you don't see it. And I will be glad to go ahead and link anything that you need. But I do appreciate that. And I have to admit, it was a lot of fun to do. I wasn't sure at first, but the more that I did it, the more confident I became. And so I think I will do that again. But now that I am home, I can do this to where on the vlogs to where it's easier for you guys to see what I'm doing and then also see me. I can do closer because, you know, I have all of my filming gear that I need and didn't have anything when I was in Dallas. It was just like a spur of the moment thing that I decided, I think I'll do this. But it definitely was fun. I really did enjoy it. And I'm glad that you guys liked it as well. So I'll do more of those. And I'll do more where I'm just diamond painting and talking, you know, just a regular whip and chat. But I thought since I did that last week, I will do a regular whip and chat this week. Maybe like every other week or something, I can do that. And we did win at Nationals. I was so surprised when they called our school up to the stage. I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening? And we came in, there were 38 events. And in one of the events that one of my students participated in, which was project management, she came in 7th. I was so excited. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't come in. But it was so much fun, and I was so proud of her. I'm like, I don't care if you came in 10th. I was so excited. She was on stage. We were all clapping for her. It was fun. And it was fun anyway, just to be there, meet other people, and to be with the students and see how much fun that they were having, and that, you know, they probably wouldn't be able to have a trip like this had it not been for the school. So I was definitely excited about that. And then the way that they had the award ceremony set up is that they had someone that was emceeing, and he would call out certain events, and he would say, if your name is on the big screen, that you need to make your way backstage. And they had the top 10 winners of each of the events were called to the stage, and they won a really pretty plaque. It was glass, but it was translucent glass, and it had their name on it, and it had the event. And so they would go on stage, the 10 people from each of the events, they would go on stage, and then they would start at 10 and work their way up. And we, as Georgia, the state, we had several that came in first and second even. So the state did very well overall as a whole. I think we haven't seen the outcome yet of all of the schools, who won the most. I could guess that it was University of Nebraska. I think that it was the University of Nebraska. I know it was Nebraska, but I think it was University of Nebraska. Every time they won, they would shout out, "Go Big Red." And they were shouting quite a bit. So I'm almost positive it was University of Nebraska. But anyway, they came home with a lot of awards. But I didn't care. I didn't even care. I told my students, I said, if you don't win anything, it doesn't matter. You've already won because you're here. You had to have won the top 2, and in some events it was top 3 in your event that you participated in. And I said, no matter what, you're a winner because you're here. And so they tried on all their events. It was very competitive. All of the events were extremely competitive. And I think they are all gearing up for next year. They're already getting excited talking about next year, hoping that they make it from state over to nationals, because nationals is going to be in Las Vegas. I am sure that with it being in Las Vegas, with Las Vegas being a party and a gambling town, I am sure there's going to be some stiff restrictions as we get closer to next year's. And who's to say we may not make it through state? If we don't make it through state, then we won't be able to, unfortunately, go to Las Vegas. I can only go if my students go. There wouldn't be a reason for me to go otherwise. But we'll see. We got a whole year, and we have a year of planning for the group, the organization that I'm in. We have more students now, so we're real excited about getting more students involved and just really getting our school on the map, where we're going to see more and more of our school that's going to win. But I am glad to be home. I was so tired when I got home on Tuesday, late evening. I was glad that I'd already done my WIP and chat, because I wouldn't have been able to do it because I was so tired. And then on Wednesday, I had to play catch up on everything that I had gotten behind on at work because of being out of town. So Wednesday would have been tough. I probably would have had to have missed my WIP and chat last week if I hadn't already done the vlog. So I'm glad, definitely glad that that one got out. not much else really happened. We were going to go to our community pool, but it's still a little cold. It has not heated up yet, so we haven't done that. Madison and Kyle have gotten approved for an apartment that is about 20 to 30 minutes from our house, so not bad at all. We could probably get there in 20 minutes without traffic, but in Atlanta, you never know. Even living outside of Atlanta, you never know on the traffic if it's going to be bad. So, but still, it's still close, so I am really excited that we'll be closer to the baby, closer to Madison. And Paige is getting really excited about her niece. We're calling her Little Bit for now. And Madison is doing very well. She did have an ultrasound, and as far as we know, that is the only, she's already had one ultrasound, and then she had that one. So she's had a total of 2 ultrasounds, and she's only 20 weeks. So it sounds like that is the last one that she's going to get ultrasound-wise, unless they think there's a problem. And then they'll go ahead and do another ultrasound if needed. But it seems like whenever I had my kids, and when I had, well, Paige was the youngest one, I had more ultrasounds. I had another ultrasound as I was around 6 months, I think. 6 to 7 months, just to make sure the baby was growing okay, there wasn't any problems. And Madison said they just don't do that anymore. So, I don't know. Thought that was kind of interesting. Maddie is finishing up her school. She has to have so many hours shadowing a nurse. So she is doing that. And she's pretty much doing it 4 days a week, like 10-hour days, so 10 4s. And she's working in a women's center, and she loves it. She says she thinks that whenever she looks for a job after a little bit is born, she said that she is going to look at a women's center somewhere in Atlanta or outside of Atlanta in one of our suburbs. She probably will not do that until Little Bit is about 3 months, and then we're going to keep her a couple of days a week, I think, is what she's talking about. I'm like, it depends if I am able to do that, because it sounds like we may end up having to go back on campus. And if we do, then I won't be able to do it. And once Little Bit is older, then Paige will be able to keep her, but she's going to have to be at least 2 before Paige will be able to keep her during the day by herself. Once she's a toddler, Paige will be able to with no problem, but as a baby, I don't think that's going to be able to happen. But we're all now out of wedding mode. We are now in baby mode, which is a lot of fun. And she's getting bigger. She said the baby is starting to kick or move around. She's like, I can't really tell if that's considered a kick or if she's moving around. She's like, I have no idea. But the nurse that she is shadowing and is working with, the nurse said, that's kicks. So I said, it sounds like it would be. And the ultrasound was really cool. She did a 3D ultrasound. And of course, I didn't have that either. When I was pregnant with my kids, I didn't have the 3D. And so I thought that was really cool. She sent me pictures. And then she sent me pictures of her graduation. I've got to look and see what package I want. I just want one photo. I'm going to give her one. And that's really all I need. But I need to get that done. And with the college graduation, it's just her walking down, getting her diploma. And so I would like to have one of those. And then I'm sure they'll be doing pictures as well at the pinning ceremony. And so I'll probably buy another one of those. We did get a link from the photographer that did the wedding. I was under the impression we were going to get a thumb drive. We would get one thumb drive and then Madison could copy it and give it to all of us. But no, we didn't even get a thumb drive. He sent a link, said we have 90 days to go through and upload the photos. So I'm just going to go through, I'm going to upload all of them onto a thumb drive, and then I'm going to do a digital album, probably end up doing a hybrid for scrapbooking, because I used to be a very heavy scrapbooker and I don't do that anymore. I haven't scrapbooked in ages and ages. I still have everything that I need to scrapbook, but I don't want to. I don't have the desire or the drive, but I can easily do it digitally. That is so easy. I can just drop it in and be done with it. And that's what I'm thinking about doing, but I will probably do digital pictures and then I will have them printed out. And instead of printing them into a book, I'll probably just have the individual pages printed, and then I will buy a scrapbook and put it in there. Because I do like that better than just having it in a book. I'm going to see what they want, and I want to have it done by Christmas, and that'll just be part of their Christmas gift. And I'm doing one for a little bit too. And on hers, I think I am just going to do digital and then have it as a digital book. I'm going to give that to Madison. I'm not going to keep it. I don't know. I kind of wish I would have done digital for my kids, but I have so many albums. I don't have a place to put them. And then some of my albums are not complete. I didn't finish their high school years. Well, now that Madison is 26, she's almost 27. Paige is 23, almost 24. And I guess I need to go ahead and get those done. I have quite a few photos from Madison's high school because she was in marching band and I was a chaperone. So I have a lot of those. And Madison was pretty active in high school. Paige was in United Sound, which is a special needs program where they teach them how to play an instrument. Paige learned how to play the violin. So I have quite a few of her events as well. And then their senior photos and that kind of thing. So I've got enough to where I can finish up and it's not too overwhelming, but I just don't have a desire to do it. So maybe if I go ahead and finish theirs up digital as well, then that won't be horribly bad. But I just really, I don't know. I don't know if scrapbooking, I don't want to say it's a dying art, because when my best friend and I go to like Scrapbook Expo or any of these events where you can bring any craft and they have vendors and different people there, there are so many that are doing the crops and they're all scrapbooking. And it's just something that I just don't want to do anymore. But it's just, I did it for so long and I sold supplies and things. And so now it's all about diamond painting and making cards. I still do make cards, but even my cards are limited now. I'm just more so into diamond painting than I am into anything else. And scrapbooking takes so long and you have to be creative and think about things. Whereas with diamond painting, I don't have to think. I just look and say, okay, I need this symbol next. I need to do this. If I want to get creative, I can. Most of the time I don't. But if I want to, you know, I could add more special drills. Or I can just do my own thing. Our retreat is coming up in Virginia in July. And there are several that I talked to online. And I am so excited because they're going to be going too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Kim is going. Campus Crafts. So I'll be excited to see her again. I am sad that Rhonda, Dip in Time, will not be there. I have seen her the last 2 years, and she's not going to this one. But I heard that she did go to the one in Texas. Okay, I need to get another color. Let's go with the plus. Okay, I had to change colors, and I stopped for a minute because I am using my credenza, which I absolutely love, but the way that I have it on my table right now, I can't hardly open the doors to get my tray in and out, and that's because I broke down and I bought a Moonlight that I have seen a lot of people talking about on Facebook and on some of the group chats, such as the Diamond Art Club VIP group. And I wanted something besides my light pad. I needed something in addition to my light pad. And so I thought, well, I'm going to buy this and see if I like it. And if I don't, then I can just send it back. And I really do like it. I got the 26-inch. I did not realize they had larger ones. They had like a 32-inch, and I should have gotten that one instead, considering that the majority of my diamond paintings are larger. But decided to go ahead and keep it anyway. And I really do like it. I don't even have to really use my light pad if I don't want to. I can use that lamp, the little Moonlight, and I can also use my overhead, and I'm pretty much fine, but it makes it even better using a light pad. And I will put that at the bottom in case you guys are interested. I'll also put a picture up of what it looks like. But so far, and I've just gotten it though, I've only used it for 2 or 3 days. And I am really liking it. So I can tell you better next week if I really feel if I still love it as much as I do now. I think I'm going to. But I'll definitely let you guys know. And if you do use the link that I put underneath the description, I may earn a small, very, very small commission because I am an Amazon affiliate where I earn a little bit if you purchase from Amazon on anything that I put. I also have been approved for an Amazon storefront where I can put all my favorites on Amazon. I have not done it yet. I just got approved, and so that's something I'm going to work on over the week. And so I'll put that as well underneath the description once I am able to get everything loaded. It does take some time, so it'll probably be a week or so before I get that done. But if you go through and order anything using my storefront, then I may earn a small commission. And if I do, everything goes back to the channel. So that's something that I am starting. And I do have some links to other diamond painting companies. That's also underneath the description. And it's never expected. It's always greatly appreciated, but it's never expected. I don't receive any of your information, not even your name, nothing. It just says, that there was a purchase made and I earned whatever. So the confidentiality is there. I don't want to know. I sure don't want any information. I just enjoy sharing what I love with other people. I guess that's why I'm a teacher too, because I've always loved to share my knowledge. And I hope that pink is not ad nauseum for some of you. I love pink, but I am getting a little tired of doing pink. This is part of the computer. Her laptop is pink. And I'll put a picture or two up so you guys can see what this looks like. And I will say that on this canvas, this is amazing quality. There's another one that I want to order from her. And I'm just kind of waiting because I am trying to, as I mentioned, work on some of my stash. And if I finish one, then I can order. But I'm trying not to order anything until I get something finished or close to it. But I've got 2 more diamond paintings that's going to be coming in. I'm not sure when. And I am going to be doing another event. I was actually asked if I was interested when we were working through the Josephine Wall event. The one with the diamond art reached out and asked me if I would be interested, as well as Kim would be interested in hosting an event for them, and that they would have the grand prize, and it would be basically however that what we agreed on, what I wanted. And so I am going to be doing an event with them, as well as Diamond Painting Shop is also one of the sponsors. So they are the 2 sponsors. It is going to be for the artist Venera. And I don't have any diamond paintings by that artist, but the one with the diamond art, as well as Diamond Painting Shop, have a huge selection. So they have both offered me, which I thought was really sweet because they didn't have to. They have both offered me a canvas of my choice. I am checking to see about getting a discount code. Now, I have discount codes for both companies where you can save 10% on your order. I don't know if that's a one-time thing or if it's anytime. So I have reached out to both of them and asking if they can offer a discount for you guys if you're interested. And I looked at the artwork. I'm really excited about it because I have seen the artwork before. I thought about buying one and never have. So it'll be nice to branch out. It's going to be from September the 1st through the 30th. Unfortunately, Kim is not going to be able to join me. So I'm going to be doing it on my own, which I've done on my own before. I always enjoy teaming up with her. I totally get why she can't. She has a lot of things going on. If you have not watched one of her WIP and chats, then watch it and she will tell you what's up. But I will be doing it. It's going to be a very low key, just like the J-Wall was. I'm hoping to have weekly prizes as well as the 2 grand prizes. Grand prizes will be diamond painting of your choice from the artist from both companies. So there will be two winners for the grand prize, and there's not going to be a start or a finish required. Pretty much the same as what we did for Josephine Wall. And if anyone owns a small shop and you would like to sponsor, please let me know. I'm going to reach out to prior sponsors of my other events and see if they're interested. I really hate to ask, kind of embarrassed, because the ones that I always ask are the ones that offered for the Josephine Wall, and then others that I had never worked with before. They kindly reached out, and a lot of those vendors were from friends of Diamonds and Dragonflies, and I really appreciated Heather for reaching out for me. So I'm going to reach out to them again, see if they're interested, since it will be a couple of months in between, and then reach out to my tried and true and just say, you know, I totally understand. And if any of the small shops that have sponsored before, if any of you guys are listening, I don't want you to feel guilty or feel under any obligation. I don't want anyone to feel like they're obligated for any reason, because you guys are not, obviously. I just appreciate everything that everybody has done. So if you're interested in that event, I would love to know if you would be interested. And I'll also put a link out there for Diamond Painting Shop, as well as the one with the diamond art, and a link to the artist collection. I don't know if there are any other companies that sell this artist artwork, and if they are, as long as the artwork, you know, as long as it's licensed, it doesn't have to be from one with the diamond art or Diamond Painting Shop. That's just the only ones that I know of that has the artwork. But I think I love doing events. I think it will be fun. I think I really enjoy that through our Facebook group as well. Just so we are doing similar diamond paintings. So that will be another 2 that I will get started on in September. So I'll be adding to my stash. Hopefully by September I will have more completions done. But if not, I am just chalking this year up to having fun, realizing my potential of diamond painting, realizing what I want to do, and just doing it that way. All right, finally, I've gotten these done. Now I'm back to another pink. Didn't realize how many colors of pink that there actually are out there, but there's a lot. So now I'm filling in the M's. And there are some gaps in here right now. That is because I have to fill in some of these spaces. And then also I need to get my straightener out. I will straighten the section. I straighten the section after I finish a section. And so that will look a lot better when I'm done. right now these sections are going pretty quick because there's a lot of color blocking in here. I'm hoping to get a couple of sections completed this week. This week does look to be fairly busy with work. I have to go to an open house on, I think it's on Tuesday. I have to look and see. Thank goodness for my date planner. And then I have to go to another event at a different location on Thursday. So that will be all day and that will be pretty busy. I have to go into the office 2 days a week. So since I am participating on Tuesday, that will be my 1 day in the office for the week. And then my second one will be on Thursday when I have to drive to a different location. And then I do have some assignments with my part-time job that I do. It is a busy grading week for them. So I'm going to be pretty busy. And then for my regular job too, I don't have that much in the way of grading, but soon I would think we'll be getting our empty shells for the class, and then I have to start getting ready for the fall. Normally, it's a copy paste deal where I have what's called a master shell, and I will just go through and I will copy that onto my new classroom, and then all I have to do is just change the dates and then link all of the assignments that are located within a lab area, link those to my new classroom. That does take a while, but it's just more of a copy paste type of thing. I just have to change the dates and then I have to upload, so it's not bad. But this fall we are changing all of our books to the next edition, so everything has to be redone for the new editions of the book. So that's going to take a long time to do. I like to have PowerPoint slides, I like to have videos and different things, and I'll have to go in and create a lot of those. So that's going to take a lot of time in the summer, and I may go ahead and even get started on that. Even though I don't have my shell yet, I have my master, so I can go ahead and start making all my changes in my master, because I'll have to do that anyway. Get that done. I may start on that this week, so that way I'm not rushed when we get close to August, the middle of August. We do have June the 19th off, so that'll be a nice day. And then my husband is working from home on Friday because we're finally getting the yard done. We're going to have a fence, and then we're having a couple other things done in our yard. So that is very, very exciting. Our collie is not excited at all about our yard because she has to go out on a leash. So she will be happy to see that she will have her yard again and she can run. Although we do have a very small yard, she'll be able to run a little bit, but not as much as she used to. But that's what doggy daycare is for. They have a nice area for them to run. And then also we take her to a dog park now. And then when Madison moves, they're going to have a really nice dog park at their apartment. So I'm going to be able to take Molly there. She can play with their dogs. And she's used to their dogs. She knows them. I think once I finish this row, which I only have one section left, and then I'll be on the next row, I think the pink will be no more. I won't have any pink to do. Well, I may have one more row of pink. But then once that's done, I will finally start to get to her sweater and her coffee cup. My craft room is coming along very nicely. We rearranged my furniture last night, and it is Sunday for me. You will see this on Tuesday, but I had some extra time. It's always easier when my husband's home because he can watch Molly. That way she's not barking and going crazy with everything. And I have to stop every few minutes and go and check on her. I have to do a lot of editing. So it's really nice to go ahead and get it done. But hopefully when I get to the next row, after that one, then I should start to get to where I have more that you can see on here. Not a whole lot, but I do love all this pink. And last night we decided to work downstairs instead of watching a movie because it was storming, so we couldn't go and sit outside. And so we rearranged my furniture in my craft room, and it looks so much better. It's more open now. And I have 2 more boxes that I need to unbox. I know exactly where those are going to go for my craft room. And then the only other boxes I have left in the garage, I think, are clothes. And I think most of those are winter clothes, where I've got to figure out where I'm going to put them, because since we downsized, our closets are smaller. I haven't had to separate out seasonal clothes in a very long time because we had room. And in the rental, I just had everything in Paige's library room. She had a walk-in closet there. And that was really tight on the clothes. Some of the clothes I had in a box that we hadn't even unboxed. So now I've got to figure out when we move our seasonal clothes what we're going to do with them. Let's see. I'm going to open this one up just a little bit because I have some L's right there on the edge. I haven't had a chance to work on the higher self. That is lovingly called the Beast, the 16-foot diamond painting. I want to spend some time on that one in the next couple of weeks. I've almost completed this section with you guys. This is really all that I have for you guys today. I don't have anything else that happened. Just a typical work week that was actually a little bit slower, so I could really focus on getting caught up. But let me know if you guys are interested in the event. You can even do a cross-stitch conversion if you want to. I'm assuming there's some out there. But let me know. I would love to know if anyone is interested. And if no one's interested, I need to know that too, so I can go ahead and let the company know. Or both companies know. But I have a feeling that we're going to have some interest, or I hope so. But please let me know what your feelings are on another event. And I know that September is getting close to Drills and Chills if Katie, Diamonds and Washi, has it, which I'm assuming that she will. But there's also some that would work for Drills and Chills. So you could actually have one canvas and you can have it for multiple events, which is what I like to do. And I know I'm going to be, I will be in the event for Drills and Chills. Again, it'll be unofficial, but I love working on fall canvases. And I have several in my stash that I want to work on. So I'll probably do that in October because the event that I will be hosting is only going to be for 1 month. So I'll probably just do that one, work solely on both of those. And then from there, in October, I can go ahead and take advantage of October events, and then especially doing anything for drills and chills. I think I am at a good stopping point today. Got quite a bit done on the rest of our laptop here, and then I will easily be able to get this section completed. So my first row on this one will be done, and then I will go ahead and start working on the next row during the week. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you. Simply click on that subscribe button. It is totally free, and you may want to click on the notification bell so you are notified of any future uploads. And as always, happy diamond painting. Bye.